How about the Colorado Buffs?
How about them?
Because combined with the Iowa State loss, and we can get to that also here in just a little bit because Rock, MF, and Chalk, goodness gracious. But Colorado was down 13-0 in Lubbock, stormed back, took control of the game, held off, looked like they were going to blow it, and then was able to get out of town with a 2-touchdown victory. They're now 7-2 overall. They now control their own path to making the Big 12 title game. You win out, Colorado. You are playing football on December 7th with a shot at the college football playoff.
Dude, they could do it.
Yes, of course they can do it.
If you watch this is some games I feel like you can get a feel for by watching the cut-ups, and some you got to watch live. They were getting some really nice pressure for a lot of this ball game anyway, and they made some nice adjustments on offense. Like their first couple drives went nowhere, and then they kind of figured out what Tech was doing, and they got clicking a lot like that. I am a little curious what happens because Texas Tech got off the field on a 3rd and long, and they had like an absolute bullshit roughing the passer penalty that they went to Dean Blandino on. He's like, yeah, I have no idea what this call is. And then they go down and score, and it felt like the dam broke after. It probably breaks anyway because they were moving the ball. I'm a little bit curious what happens there. I don't know. But they're playing a lot better.
Do you think they're the best team in the Big 12?
I mean, what's the real difference between these teams?
Field
goal?
That's the thing.
You could tell me, I guess, maybe. I think if Shedeur plays, this wasn't his best game.
No.
You know?
I thought,
some of your point, we saw in the last month, yes.
I thought the defensive front has been like where they have turned being exciting to being good is defensively up front.
Healthy Avery Johnson, Kansas State, I think is my vote. But it's not by much.
To me, like these teams are all very similar, but the separating factor to me is how many other Big 12 teams have 2 potential first-round picks on their roster.
You don't see a lot of first-round talent come out of the Big 12 this year?
No, outside of those 2, no.
This year,
Oklahoma and Texas are gone. They used to have plenty of first-round picks.
As somebody who, by like the oddest of circumstances, gets tasked with being on the college football news desk every freaking NFL draft weekend and doing the like conference counter every single year, I'll tell you what ain't hard to do, counting Big 12 NFL draft picks. That task is normally done pretty quick.
I make that schedule. Do you not want that weekend anymore? I can make it happen.
Well, it's normally a swap situation where I'm trying to get, in and out of another one. So you jump on it, you take it, you know how it goes. I thought that Colorado was in trouble when Deion, I texted everybody, like when Deion burned his 3rd time out with like 6.5 minutes to go and Texas Tech's charging back into the game, I'm like, okay, well, here's where they lose. And then to the exact point of what we were saying earlier, they get the stops that they need to be able to hold on for the victory. Good. The really, really strong win. The remaining schedule, in case you don't have it in front of you, is going to have Colorado next hosting Utah, at Kansas, Oklahoma State at home.
Probably not going to lose this Oklahoma State team.
No.
Although, will Chip pick it as a money line? It would be hilarious.
Probably.
I mean,
you got to score touchdowns, though.
Yeah. The way Kansas
nobody in the Big
playing,
12, yeah. Now that they decided they want to run the ball a little bit, like nobody in the Big 12, I think, has enough to like really bottle them up for 60 minutes. You can't be kicking field goals.
They're good. So speaking of those Jayhawks,
put it on them.
I know.
I mean, 530 yards.
Yeah.
On Iowa State. That's no joke.
A lot of them
Colorado's got to go to Kansas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, like the final score of this game was a 9-point game. It was not a 9-point game.
Uh-uh.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it
Agreed.
was 38-13 late, and
I-
I was in cosmetic touchdowns.
My notepad was actually like Kansas overs because the offense is humming and they still don't have a defense that's great. And so they might be playing these games for the rest of the season, including against Colorado.
Let's see. Here's some. Kansas had a 70-yard pass, a 32-yard pass, a 62-yard pass, a 31-yard pass. And they had no runs greater than 14, but they had 9 runs greater than 10. It was just like they were just popping little big, like they looked like the Kansas team we expected at the beginning of the year. Like the team we saw last year came in, they were ranked. It's Jalen Daniels. Can he stay healthy? This Kansas team is going to be dangerous. And then they just looked like crap early in the year. But now today they looked like the team we thought they would be all year long, which is just kind of, if you're a Kansas fan, you're probably thrilled to get this win because you just completely destroyed Iowa State. But you're also kind of probably annoyed a little bit, like, dude, where the hell was this all year?
And vibes wise, Jalen Daniels looked like he was having so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like Devin Nee. I mean, just everything looks like it's moving in the right direction. Man, it's just so surprising that this coach with no history of being a good coach, Lance, how do you even pronounce it? Yeah, Lance Leipold's a baller. All right, he's got this team rolling. I was very impressed by the Jayhawks with their victory.